This video documents a hazardous safety incident involving the loading of heavy metal beams onto a truck bed. As workers concentrated the materials on one side of the vehicle, the center of gravity shifted drastically, causing the truck to lose balance and suddenly tip over. The event occurred in a split second, forcing nearby personnel to scramble away to avoid being crushed by the vehicle and its cargo. This serves as a critical reminder to strictly follow load distribution protocols. It is essential to ensure that cargo is always balanced and stable, as neglecting center of gravity calculations can lead to severe property damage and life-threatening risks. Key lessons include distributing weight evenly across the deck, maintaining a safe distance during loading, and using a spotter to monitor vehicle stability and provide immediate warnings if any shifting occurs. This video highlights a significant safety hazard during a crane operation intended to load a long structural component onto a truck bed. Due to improper rigging and an unbalanced load, the material suddenly slipped from the hoist, falling and striking the side of the vehicle with immense force. The incident occurred so rapidly that bystanders and the worker on the truck had to scramble to avoid being struck by the heavy object. This event serves as a serious reminder to strictly adhere to lifting safety protocols. It is essential to verify all rigging points, ensure the load is perfectly balanced, and enforce a no-entry zone under the suspended material. Always inspect cables and hooks before lifting, ensure no personnel are within the fall radius, and maintain clear communication between the operator and ground support to prevent severe property damage or threats to safety. The footage captures a critical equipment failure in a heavy industrial facility where massive machinery is being transported via an overhead crane. As a colossal engine block is hoisted, a sudden failure occurs within the rigging, causing the multi-ton component to free fall and impact the floor with immense force. Fortunately, workers remained outside the red zone, avoiding a tragic outcome. This incident serves as a vital reminder to never stand under a suspended load and to maintain a safe distance from the path of travel. Routine equipment inspections are essential, as regular maintenance can prevent rigging failures. Furthermore, maintaining situational awareness by staying alert to unusual sounds allows for the quick reactions needed to stay safe. Ultimately, workplace safety requires constant vigilance, as any oversight can lead to devastating consequences for everyone. This footage captures a severe industrial accident at a high-rise construction site where a large concrete bucket suddenly detached from a crane and fell onto workers on an elevated floor. The incident occurred so rapidly that the personnel working directly beneath the path of the load were unable to move to safety before the impact. Potential causes include mechanical failure of the hoisting equipment, a lack of coordination during the lift, or rigging issues with the attachment points. To prevent such tragedies, rigorous pre-operation inspections of all machinery are essential. Furthermore, strict exclusion zones must be enforced so that no personnel ever work under a suspended load. Every team member must adhere to professional safety guidelines and wear proper protective equipment at all times to mitigate on-site risks. On the 21st of August 2019, a tragic industrial accident occurred at a construction dock during a crane operation involving 9-meter concrete piles weighing 3 tons each. While attempting to lift 2 piles simultaneously, one slipped from its rigging and struck a worker on the truck bed, resulting in a fatal injury despite emergency efforts. This incident highlights the critical need for strict safety protocols. First, personnel must never stand on a truck or within the fall zone during a lift. Riggers must retreat to a safe area before operation. Second, work sites require clear signage and a dedicated supervisor to keep unauthorized people away. Finally, all rigging must be double-checked for balance, and lifting multiple items should be avoided unless stability is guaranteed. Compliance with these rules is the only way to protect lives in high-risk environments. Security footage captures a startling moment on a narrow residential bridge lacking guardrails. As a man walks across, a small box truck traveling in the same direction attempts to cross simultaneously. Due to the extremely confined space and a lack of situational awareness, the rear of the vehicle makes contact with the pedestrian, causing him to fall into the canal below. Witnesses immediately rush to the scene to provide assistance. This incident serves as a crucial reminder for everyone. Pedestrians must remain vigilant and check behind them on narrow paths without sidewalks, while drivers should reduce speed and monitor mirrors closely in tight residential areas. Ultimately, infrastructure without safety railings poses a significant risk, highlighting the vital importance of staying alert and practicing defensive habits to ensure personal safety in all environments. Security footage from a job site reveals the silent danger of heavy equipment blind spots when a wheel loader inadvertently strikes a worker. The individual was positioned near a large truck, directly in the loader's front blind spot, making him invisible to the operator. This led to a collision that knocked the worker down, though he was fortunately able to sit up as colleagues rushed to help. This incident highlights critical safety protocols. Ground personnel must stay out of operating radii and establish eye contact with drivers. Operators must constantly check blind spots and use horns or spotters in tight spaces. Finally, management should clearly separate pedestrian paths from machinery zones and utilize safety technology like sensors to prevent such accidents and ensure a secure environment for all. Security footage captures a terrifying moment when a large truck loses control and plunges off a roadway into a residential area below. A man walking in the path of the falling vehicle notices the danger just in time, managing to sprint away a mere second before the truck crashes down. The impact caused significant property damage and created a chaotic scene for local residents. This incident highlights the importance of safety. Drivers must perform regular maintenance on braking systems, especially when navigating steep terrain or populated areas. Pedestrians should maintain high situational awareness and stay alert to their surroundings when walking near roadways with significant elevation changes. Finally, there is a critical need for safety barriers and reinforced structures at intersections between main roads and residential zones to prevent such accidents and ensure community safety. Security footage from a job site captures a close call incident involving a wheel loader and a ground worker. While a worker is positioned near a stationary truck, a wheel loader approaches to carry out its task. Because the worker is standing directly within the machine's front blind spot, the operator is unaware of his presence, leading to a collision that knocks the worker to the ground. Fortunately, the individual remains conscious, manages to sit up, and receives prompt assistance from colleagues. This serves as a vital reminder of industrial safety. Personnel on foot must never stand in blind zones and should always establish eye contact with operators. Equipment operators must thoroughly check surroundings and use audible signals like horns. Ultimately, high situational awareness and adhering to safe distance requirements are the most effective ways to prevent accidents. Security footage from a logistics facility captures a hazardous situation involving an automated lifting system. While working, a young man becomes deeply distracted by his mobile phone, failing to monitor his surroundings. At that moment, an automated transport unit follows its programmed path toward his location. Unaware of the approaching danger, the worker is struck by the machinery and pushed into a gap within the mechanical system. This incident occurred in seconds, highlighting how quickly distractions lead to serious consequences. This event serves as a powerful reminder: never use mobile devices in active machinery zones, always maintain a safe distance from moving parts, and remain vigilant of warning signals. High situational awareness is the most effective way to protect oneself from unexpected industrial incidents and ensure workplace safety for everyone. The footage captures a serious industrial accident at a construction site where a worker positioned on a truck bed attempted to jump to the ground, lost their footing, and fell into a deep excavation pit. This incident highlights the critical need for strict safety protocols to prevent severe consequences. To maintain a safe environment, workers must never jump from elevated surfaces and should always use designated access points like OSHA-approved ladders. Furthermore, all hazardous edges and pits must be equipped with sturdy guardrails or safety netting to prevent falls. Ensuring workers are physically fit for duty and equipped with high-traction boots or fall protection harnesses is mandatory for high-risk areas. Safety must always come first by prioritizing situational awareness and choosing the safest path of travel over the fastest one. The footage captures a critical industrial accident in a storage yard for heavy materials. A worker was attempting to manage several massive granite slabs stored vertically on racks when a loss of balance triggered a dangerous domino effect. The immense weight caused the slabs to collapse sequentially, trapping the individual before co-workers could intervene. This incident serves as a stark reminder that minor lapses in stability calculation can lead to catastrophic results. To prevent such injuries, heavy materials must be stored on specialized A-frame racks with secure pins. Workers must avoid pinch points or crush zones where there is no escape path. Utilizing mechanical aids like forklifts or cranes is mandatory for oversized loads, as manual handling is too risky. Safety leaves no room for complacency. Always conduct a thorough risk assessment to stay protected. The video captures a severe industrial accident where a worker attempted to adjust a heavy stone slab stored vertically, among others, on a transport rack. By pulling a slab from the middle, the center of gravity was compromised, triggering a dangerous domino effect that trapped the individual under hundreds of kilograms of material. This incident highlights the need for strict safety protocols. Slabs must be handled sequentially from the outside in, never from the center. Heavy materials should be secured on certified A-frame racks with safety pins to prevent tipping. Workers must avoid pinch points and the line of fire by standing to the side of the load. Furthermore, using mechanical aids like forklifts or cranes is mandatory for oversized items. Prioritizing risk assessment and proper technique over speed is essential to prevent such irreversible workplace consequences. It seemed like a typical, bright day for a motorcyclist commuting to work, but a sudden hazard turned the routine ride into an emergency. Nearby, a worker was loading a massive stack of boxes onto a transport vehicle. In an attempt to secure the oversized load, the worker tossed a heavy-duty tension rope over the cargo. Unfortunately, the timing was disastrous. As the motorcyclist passed by, the rope caught the bike mid-air, causing the rider to lose control and fall hard onto the pavement. This serves as a vital reminder for transport workers to always secure cargo away from moving traffic, and for commuters to practice defensive driving by giving a wide berth to loading zones. Most importantly, always ensure your helmet is fastened securely, as it can only protect you if it stays on during an unexpected impact. The footage captures a serious industrial accident occurring within a busy manufacturing facility. While a forklift operator was transporting a massive industrial paper roll, the vehicle struck a worker from behind who was standing in the path of travel. The impact of the heavy load, weighing hundreds of kilograms, instantly knocked the worker to the ground. Nearby colleagues immediately rushed to the scene to provide assistance. To prevent such incidents, personnel should never stand in high traffic zones where heavy machinery is moved. Facilities must implement guardrails and safety floor markings to separate pedestrians from machine areas. Workers must maintain situational awareness to react to moving equipment, while management should conduct regular audits to ensure all machinery is operating safely. This video captures a high-risk incident at a stone fabrication facility involving heavy lifting equipment. While a large slab was being transported by a crane, the rigging hardware failed, causing the slab to fall unexpectedly to the floor. Fortunately, workers in the vicinity reacted quickly and moved to safety just in time, narrowly avoiding a major workplace accident. This incident serves as a powerful reminder to know your job and understand its hazards before you begin. To ensure a safe environment, all lifting operations must adhere to strict protocols. Thorough inspections of all gear, including cables and clamps, must be performed before every shift. Never make assumptions about load capacities, as safety depends on verified data rather than guesswork. Maintaining safe zones and following established standards are essential to protect everyone. Safety first, work safe. This video captures a high-risk incident during the removal of a protective frame from a truck bed. A worker positioned himself on the vehicle's side rail to release the connectors, but due to a lack of proper support, the heavy iron structure suddenly collapsed. The fall happened so rapidly that the individual lost his balance and plummeted from the height, along with the large metal frame. Bystanders quickly rushed to the scene to provide assistance. This incident serves as a serious warning regarding workplace safety protocols. It is essential to use mechanical support for heavy structures rather than attempting manual removal. Workers must never stand where a released component could cause a loss of balance or fall onto them. Conducting a risk assessment to predict the fall path is vital. Stay informed and use proper techniques to ensure everyone returns home safely. This video documents a severe fire hazard occurring during a repair near a large truck. A worker was using cutting equipment that generated sparks in close proximity to a container of flammable liquid. Because a safe distance was not maintained, the sparks ignited chemical vapors, triggering a sudden explosion and an intense fire that rapidly spread across the workspace. Despite efforts to suppress the flames using water and makeshift barriers, the fire escalated, causing significant damage to the vehicle and creating an immediate threat to everyone nearby. This incident serves as a critical warning regarding fire safety protocols. To prevent such disasters, heat sources must be strictly controlled. Never perform hot work near fuel. Specialized extinguishers should be accessible, as water can worsen chemical fires. Thorough environmental assessments are mandatory to identify hidden hazards. Always prioritize safety to protect your well-being. This compelling footage captures a high-stakes moment at a busy construction site involving heavy machinery and complex material handling. While an experienced ground crew was utilizing a crane to hoist large stone slabs with industrial steel cables, a sudden and unforeseen equipment failure caused a primary cable to snap. The massive slab fell instantly, creating an incredibly hazardous situation for the workers positioned nearby. Fortunately, due to their exceptional level of situational awareness and rapid reflexes, everyone managed to clear the immediate area just in time, successfully avoiding a serious workplace incident. This footage serves as a critical safety reminder for the entire industry. It underscores the vital importance of regular equipment inspections, the necessity of maintaining a strict, safe perimeter under suspended loads, and the life-saving value of constant vigilance and proper communication on the job site to prevent future risks. A recent security video captured a distressing moment that serves as a vital wake-up call for all caregivers regarding the dangers of digital distraction. The footage shows a mother entering an elevator while deeply focused on her smartphone. Because her attention was on the screen rather than her surroundings, she stepped inside just as the doors began to close, leaving her two young children trailing behind. Tragically, one child became caught in the closing doors. This incident highlights why it is crucial to keep eyes up and phones down when navigating automatic doors or elevators. Always lead children by the hand and ensure they are positioned safely in front of you. Never assume sensors will detect a small child, as modern doors close with significant force. Staying alert and present is the best way to keep your loved ones safe and ensure everyone stays out of harm's way.